Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over my January spending and give you an update on my goals. I will start by saying that January 2021 started off on a really strong note, and I'm so grateful for that because I feel like that's just leading me into a stronger year, or at least just a stronger money mindset, and I feel good about what's happening right now. I did so much better than I expected this month, and I smashed the bulk of my goals, and I'm very excited about that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into everything. So typically I start with my debt, so I'm gonna keep it that way. I started the month of January with $40,623.13 of total debt. If you're new here, the only debts that I have are currently my car loan and my student loans, and I have just been focusing on paying off my car loan. But anyway, I ended the month of January with $38,135.27 of total debt. So I paid off $2,487.86 of my total debt. I actually put more to my debt, but a little bit of interest, a very little bit of interest, and yeah. That's pretty incredible because if you guys remember, my goal for January was to put at least $2,000 or more to my car loan in January, and I did that. I almost put $2,500 to my car loan, and it has made a huge difference. So I should be able to pay it off in February. Another goal I made was to stay under budget on groceries. So I had budgeted $300 for groceries for the month of January because I decided to start separating the money I spend on groceries versus dining out. And I almost hit that. So I went over budget by about $8. I'll give you the exact number in my spending update in just a moment. But yeah, I did go over by a little bit, but I did not go out to eat at all. I did not spend money on going out to eat. I did go out to eat, but my boyfriend paid. So we'll be switching off. I explain that more in a bit too. The next goal I set was to make at least $700 in the month of January. And I had to go back and watch my video to see exactly what I said. But I had said I wanted to make $700 in the month of January, not necessarily receive that amount in January, so I would get that money later, if that makes sense. And I actually did well in both of those aspects. So in the month of January, and I'm talking about business income alone, so I wanted to make over $700 from my business. That's this channel, my other channel, my blogs, everything like that, my coaching. So I made over $700 in the month of January, which I will be paid out later. But also in the month of January, I earned over $700, like $700 plus hit my bank account from my online work, and it was actually over $1,000. I will be doing a video on my extra income and my online income for the month of January and where exactly it came from. But just to let you know, I have never made over $1,000 in 1 month from my online work. And I have been on YouTube for over a decade now. I do have another channel, and I've been working on that for a very long time, and I have never made it over $1,000. So the fact that I was able to do that now, and I made enough to actually know that I'm gonna make over $1,000 in the months coming, it's very exciting. That is huge for me. Like, this is a personal record for me. I made over $1,000 in 1 month. So I hit that goal, and then my next goal also exploded. I set a goal of reaching 2,200 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and I think I had, if I remember correctly, maybe 500 less than that or 400 less than that, and I exceeded that by a lot. I believe in January my subscriber count went up by like 1,800 people. So we are way past 3,000 at this point. I don't even know what it's at right now, but wow. So thank you to everybody who is new here. Thank you to everybody who has stayed subscribed and has supported me all along. It's very exciting, and I love that this community is growing because I know that more people are getting on this debt-free journey, or at least they are finding me and hopefully getting motivated to do whatever it is to improve their finances. So I'm very grateful and very excited that we have gotten well above that 2,200 mark. So yeah, I hit basically all my goals aside from the groceries, but not too bad there. Now, one thing I did want to talk about in a little bit more detail is spending this month. I did go shopping. So as you guys know, I did a no spend year for all of 2020 and I did very well with that. I only spent like 100 something through all of 2020 on unnecessary expenses. And so I kind of wanted to continue that into 2021, not a no spend year, but a low spend year, meaning I would probably spend $1,000 or less on personal spending. And for the month of January, I set a budget of $100 in personal spending. I also have been contributing to a sinking fund, $50 a month for personal spending, and I went over that. So during the first couple of weeks, I spent a total of like $366 on unnecessary things. So I did go over my budget. I did pull from my sinking funds. I did also pull from a separate sinking fund because I had extra money in it. I explain it in further detail in my spending update. I had my reasonings for doing it. I don't feel the need to explain myself or anything like that, but I do explain in my spending update. I just wanted to say that it's so interesting, the difference of me spending money now versus how I used to spend my money. So first of all, I did not go into any debt for this. The other thing is the bulk of this was planned out. I knew I wanted to purchase these things, so it's things I've been thinking about for months and months. Initially, I felt a little guilty, but now, looking back, it's such a different feeling. Now that I've bought those things, I have not felt the urge to shop again. Like, I just wanted those things, I purchased them, and I'm good. There's things that I have in my mind of what I would like to purchase, but I'm in no rush to get them. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain how I feel. It's just that I am good now. I have no desire to go shopping. I just wanted those specific things. I purchased them and that was it. Going forward, I do not want to break my budget. I do not want to go over budget on personal spending because it's what I want to commit to, you know? I don't want to go over that. I'm not going to beat myself up if I do. But what I would really like to do is actually save that amount in my sinking funds before I purchase, before I go through with a purchase like what I did in January. I don't want to do that again. So it does feel a lot different after going through a no spend year and then going into a year that I can start spending money. I did want to purchase those things, so I went through with it, but now that's it. Like, I'm good. I don't know how to explain it, but I just wanted to share that. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but just to give you my point of view for that, and also to share even more so the benefits of doing a no spend year, of how different it makes you feel. It's not like I want to just buy all these things. It was very specific things, things that I had been wanting and I thought about for a long time. So it's not like just a waste of money. But yeah, so with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get into my spending and everything else for the month of January. Welcome to my January spread. I do not like this one. It is going to change for February. It's going to be pretty similar, but simplifying it a bit, and you will see that in my other video, but I'm going to keep it as is for now. We're just going to work with it. I apologize that this is tiny, but I am zoomed in, so hopefully you can see it. So as usual, we are going to start with my income for the month of January, and I'm going to change this up a little bit. So what I have is, I broke it down here before, but we are going to basically just cross this off, and I'm going to break this down from my full-time job income, or just work, $4,937, that is correct. And then online income in January, that was $1,203.15. And then extra income outside of work and outside of my businesses, that was $687.38. The reason I'm doing this is because I break down my income in a separate video and I go into the details, and I also share my business expenses for the month. So right now I would prefer to just keep those as separate videos. And if you're interested in the breakdown of where this money came from, because it is quite a lot, it's like over 10 different areas that I get money from my businesses and then also from extra income. So if you're interested in that, then that video will be out next week. Then we have my actual spending for January, and I'm going to run through these numbers. So Taxes, none of my income is taxed, so everything that I just went through, I have to pay estimated taxes on every quarter. Well, what I do for, until I have to pay it, I save it in a high yield savings account. So I actually saved 1,120. So a little bit higher than what I budgeted. I'm not going to count this as over budget. That is just because I earned more income. So I obviously have to save more. My sinking funds, I did put 700 total. This was because I put an extra 200 to my emergency fund from the stimulus check. Roth IRA, I did 300 total, and that was because I did an additional 200 from the stimulus check as well for that one. Donate, I did donate $50. My rent and trash, $1,381. Renter's insurance, $1,550. Wi-Fi was $55 with Google Fiber. For electricity, I budgeted $70, but it was actually $55.96. So I was under budget by $14.04. Water and sewage, I always know the month before, so this was $28.72, a very low month. For groceries, you guys know that I did lower this because I separated groceries and food out for this year. So I budgeted $300. Unfortunately, I did go over, but I was so close to not going over. I spent $308.84, so over budget by $8.84. However, the good news is that I did not spend any money on food out, not even a coffee. So this is actually zero, so I was under budget by $5. Now, I did go out to eat just once, but my boyfriend paid, so we've decided that we're probably gonna go out to eat once a month and switch off paying. Obviously, that may change, but for now, that's what we're expecting. For my car loan, you guys know I wanted to put over $2,000, and I did that and then some. So I put $2,498.24. So this was a good over budget. Actually, I'm not going to write it down because I went over by almost $500, and that's a good thing. More debt paid off. My student loans, nothing because they are in forbearance. Gas for my car, I almost got away with not getting any gas in the month of January, but on the very last day of January, I did for $21.43. So I was under budget by $357. And now since I got it on the very last day of January, hopefully I don't have to get it in February. Life insurance is $90. Health, I budgeted $50, but actually spent $69.08. So I was over budget by $19.08. I ended up purchasing vitamins, vegan omega-3, which was unexpected. And then I also purchased a pack of toothbrushes, which I did not expect either. So that's where the additional one. This also includes my multivitamin, which I pay for monthly. Phone, car insurance, and dogs. I've explained this quite a few times, so I apologize if it's repetitive, but my phone bill is under my sister, so I send her money for my phone bill, but I also pay for my dad's phone bill and my stepmom's phone bill because my dad pays for my car insurance. However, our phone bill is currently $0 for the next few months because we have a rebate. We switched to Verizon back in October or September and have a rebate for several months. So as of right now, I'm getting my phone and my car insurance for free because my dad is still covering my car insurance. That may change soon. So I just sent $50 to my sister to support with our dogs. We adopted 3 dogs together. She has them with her, so I sent her $50. But I went over because I ended up also purchasing dog food and like joint supplements, a slow feeder bowl, and that's gonna cover February. So I did go over budget by $64.45, but like I said, I will not be sending her money. I won't be sending her the $50 for February. Business, $37, so under budget by $3. Spotify is $9.99, paid for that. All right, and then the last one, personal spending. So I budgeted $100, and I told you all that I was possibly gonna be paying for a service, not even purchasing material items. Well, within the first couple of weeks of January, I actually went shopping, and I spent a total This is big for me. So I spent a total of $366.01. So obviously over budget by $266.01. Something actually I should also add. Let me go ahead and add that. So I need to start adding when I pull money from my sinking funds. So I did pull from 2 of my sinking funds. So let me put that total here. So that would be 604 even. Okay. So this total is $7,162.40. Okay, so I apologize that I'm doing this all messed up, but I completely forgot I need to start doing that. That's not a habit of mine. So I am going to start including when I pull from my sinking funds. So 125 of this was from my personal spending sinking fund, and then the rest of it was from my taxes. This where I have saved taxes. I ended up paying the final quarter for 2020 and had over $400 left over. And so that's why I did this. I mean, that's not entirely why. Truly, I wanted these items. I knew I wanted to purchase these items. I had actually been wanting them for several months throughout 2020. I did not want to purchase them in January, but I did. I decided to. And that was because I had the extra money from my taxes left over $400. I had the 125 in my personal account. But most of this, or half of this, was used. It was like thrifted items, and then the other half were new things. I did purchase a Kindle book. That was very cheap, like $2. I did order from Mercari and Poshmark several used clothing items for working out, and then yeah, the rest was new. So this spending total comes to $7,221.22. I also just realized that this number is incorrect. This is a mess of a video. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. So I actually made a total of $7,431.53 because that was less than what I spent. So I was like, how did that work? Because I did not go into further debt. So that is corrected now. And I made over $7,400 pre-tax, and I spent over $7,200. And I like to calculate my spending excluding my debt and savings. So that number is $2,602.98. Okay, so now for all of this information. So this is very tiny. I feel like this layout is not going to work out for me, but let's just go ahead and go through it. So my car at the start of January was $4,383.99. My student loan debt was at $36,239.14. I didn't put anything to my student loans, but my car went down to $1,896.13. So I paid a total of $2,487.86 plus interest. My total interest for the month was $10.38. That's it. That's crazy. So the percent that I paid in January, the percent of debt that I paid was 6.1%. And from the beginning, which I started at $82,200 of debt, since June of 2018, I have paid 53.6% of my total debt. My net worth is currently negative $22,453.44. My Roth IRA as of January 31st was at $5,299.98. And then my credit score, or my Vantage score, I use Credit Karma to check this, so it's at 763. I did check my FICO score via multiple accounts, and one of them said 753, but then the other one said like 782. So I don't know. I've always just tracked my Vantage score but I know that's not necessarily the most accurate, but that's what I put. So 763 or 753, possibly 782. I don't know, but I just like to follow that. And the last thing are my sinking funds. So these are the totals as of January 31st. So my taxes, $1,104.70. My emergency fund is at $4,072.29. My gifts fund is at $250.76. Medical and dental is at $251.41. Car maintenance is at $335.64. Travel is at $171.10. Personal is at 75 cents because I used it. FinCon is $225.18. Those are not looking too bad. Love to see those numbers go up. I apologize that this was such a mess, but hopefully that all makes sense. Work income, online income, extra income, pulled from my sinking funds. I made a total of $7,431.53, and I spent a total of $7,221.22, but excluding my debt and savings, I spent $2,602.98. And then I feel like all this information is pretty self-explanatory. I apologize for the mess. This is what happens when you change things up. So this is a new journal for me for the year, and it's a lot smaller than what I was working with. So I may need to go back to a larger setup. I'm not sure yet, but. All right, so that's gonna wrap up January. I filmed that spending update before this clip, so I apologize for how much of a mess it was, but hopefully it makes sense. If you have any questions, if you need me to clarify anything, just leave it in the comments down below. I will be sure to answer. Let me know how your January went. Let me know what you paid off. Let me know what your net worth is. Whatever it is you want to share, please comment that down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will see you in my next video.